It's time for the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Now here's your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello, welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I am your host, Pat Disabato from the Southtown Star newspaper, and we are at Bona Pit Grill in Charles on 122nd and Harlem Avenue in Palos Heights, home of the Southland's best barbecue, bar none. Over at Bona Pit here, barbecue is life. Too short to eat bad barbecue. They live it, eat it, drink it at Bona Pit. Come out and check it out, man. You got an outdoor patio, heated 365 days a year. They open it up when the weather is nice, close it on up, have it heated for you in the wintertime. So, all right, folks, our guest this week is going to be Shepherd football coach Dominic Passolano. Dom's in his fourth season at Shepherd. 25-15 over that span, has guided the Astros to 4 straight postseason appearances. They're coming off a 6A first-round victory over Perspectives Calumet, 23-7 win. They're hosting Oak Forest Friday night in Palos Heights, 7 o'clock. Be there, be square. Okay, we're going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. We return. Shepherd football coach Dominic Passolano will be our guest. Stay tuned.
For over 30 years, Beggar's Pizza has been delivering you great pizza your whole family will love. But don't forget, it's not only our award-winning thin, stuffed, and deep dish pizza. We have great pasta, salads, desserts, sandwiches, and more. Our meals are prepared with the finest ingredients available, making sure you go home happy every time. Whether it's your team's victory bash, a birthday party, or just a nice night out of the kitchen, enjoy a great Beggar's Pizza at home or dine in at one of our many Chicagoland locations.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, hello, and welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Our guest this week, we're going big dog from Shepherd High School, Dominic Passolano. Dom, thanks for coming on board again, my man. Yep. Congratulations on the first round win in the playoffs, Class 6A. Coming off a nice 23-7 win over Perspectives Chartered Calumet. And big news, folks. First time in 21 years, the Astros are in the second round and playing a home game, man. How exciting is that, Dom?
You know, I mean, everybody around school this week, they're excited. The kids are excited. The parents are excited. All the teachers and administrators are excited here. And, you know, I mean, it's got a good vibe to the school. We should have a good turnout. And, you know, it's building the morale at the school and the communities. And, you know, we're looking forward to what we're doing here and what's going to come up here this Friday. So.
Yeah, this Friday, big game, folks. The Astros get to host Oak Forest, the team they played back in Week 4. Of the regular season. So 45-21 you lost that game. Mm-hmm. What happened that game, and where do you see you need to make some adjustments?
You know, I mean, that game, the running game, both offensively and defensively, you know, I mean, they had Barry at the time, and Barry, I mean, he's a heck of a back, and he'll be a good back next year. And, I mean, he ran all over us, and their quarterback was very mobile, and, you know, we had trouble stopping the run. And then offensively, you know, we hang our head on throwing the ball and big plays throwing the ball, but we still have to be able to run the football, and you know, we weren't able to do that. And you know, if you look at where we were successful during the season here, we were able to, you know, get some sort of running game going, and that sets up big plays, you know, for Jimmy and Londell Lee. So we need to do that this week, you know, on both sides of the ball.
Yeah. So this time around, you're thinking you probably need to establish that running game. Yep. You know, sets up the pass a little bit, and we talked earlier in the day today, and you had said that, you know, you guys need to remain patient. If they stuff the run early, you just can't say, get into a panic mode and start flinging the ball over the field, right?
Yeah, you know, I mean, you get into the playoffs, you know, things aren't going to click right away, or you're going to run into some sort of adversity, and you can't panic, and you got to keep chipping away, and you know, just keep true to what you know, you're able to do, and keep true to, you know, what the kids, you know, their talents and strengths are. So you can't panic right away, and just keep at it, and at some point it's going to break, and you know, when it does, you know, that's what leads to, you know, being successful in the playoffs. So that's what we're aiming for, and that's what, you know, some of our goals and what we're striving for this week. So.
Yeah. And you got one of the most explosive tandems in the Southland at quarterback. I mean, Jimmy McClinton and wide receiver Londell Lee. They're putting up some points and some yards. Like 14 touchdowns, right? TD receptions for Londell?
14 for Londell and 2 punt returns. And I mean, Londell and Jimmy have really connected this year. And I mean, we've relied on the big play too, and that was part of the problem in the first game against Oak Forest. Is we weren't able to get any big play to, set up some momentum for us and help us out, and we need that too. We need a big play out of one of those guys here for us to have a chance here on Friday.
Yep. And I covered Oak Forest in their first round game against Hinsdale South. They won 29-0. And, I've watched the Bengals for years, and Brian McDonough's done a great job over there. And I think it's their 12 straight years of them qualifying for the playoffs. You know what they're going to do, though. They're going to run the ball 90% of the time. And you would think, you look and you say, okay, stack 8-9 guys in the box. Let's force these guys to there. But it's easier said than done.
Yeah, unfortunately we did that in the first game. And, I mean, their offensive line is a physical group of kids. I mean, they're well coached. Their offensive line is, they're in sync with, what they do offensively. And their O-line comes off the ball, and they're physical kids and hard-nosed kids. And, I mean, the fullbacks they ran through there, Barry and the Santiago kid.
Yeah.
I mean, they're hard to bring down. I mean, it's they're hard. They're workhorses, and then you throw number 2 in there, and he's an athletic kid and he's fast. I mean, you could put everybody in there and step everybody in there, but a testament to their kids and their coaches. I mean, they're a good group.
Yep. So what do you do? What's the key to slowing that running game down, man? What do you need besides putting on the equipment?
They make the wrong turn. Hopefully, they make the wrong turn.
Wrong decision.
Yeah,
That's the whole key.
I mean, the thing is you just rely on your kids once again, and you put your kids in position. You coach them up during the week, and hopefully you can do some things and take some chances. And we're in a position where we could take some chances, and and maybe hopefully high risk, high reward. It pays off for you, and see what happens.
And how do you like this situation with the IHSA where you're playing a team that you played already, basically a neighboring school? I mean, you guys are separated by about 2 miles, and there's a great rivalry established by you two in other sports. Do you like having an opportunity to play a local team, or would you rather hit the road a little bit?
I mean, the one thing about that, with that, it's an experience for the kids. I mean, the kids should experience, traveling to somewhere, they're not familiar with, playing another opponent they're not familiar with. And I mean, it's set up. That's how it's set up. You try to get the best teams 1 through 32 playing each other, and hopefully you get the best teams in the finals. But I mean, that's just what the cards are dealt. That's the system that it's set up, and you just you play who they put in there, and and you go from there, and hopefully it works out for you. Yeah.
In the school, in terms of being able to host this game, I mean, is it pretty crazy in the hallways right now, or what?
You know what? It's going to be. I think I could see it picking up. Throughout the week, kids are excited. Kids, you don't even know who they are. They see in the hallway. They wish you luck. And what's great too is the teachers and administrators are excited, and we've got. I mean, they're starting to know who the kids are. Kids, they're fans of the program, and they're fans of what's going on, and they read the paper now, and they're all into it. And like I said, it's the morale of the school's building up. So that's what we try to do as a program, and it helps the morale of the school, and we're looking forward to Friday.
Yeah, I mean, a good football season sets the tone for the whole school year, so that's a beautiful thing. All right, folks, we are going to go to a Lisa Thomas Salon timeout. Remember, kids, teenagers, high school students, $17 if you're a guy, go in there and get a nice cut. They'll dial you up. $27 for a girl. All you got to do is flash that student ID. All right, folks, go to this timeout. We return more with Shepherd coach Dominic Passolano. Stay tuned.
Teen doesn't want to be in style with the latest trends? What teen doesn't want the hottest cuts at an affordable price? It's time to get noticed with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where girls get a cut and style for just $27 and guys get a cut and style for just $17. Get the right look for the right price at the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club. Your style, perfect style, only at Lisa Thomas Salon.
For over 60 years, Standard Bank has been a part of your neighborhood, supporting sports and other activities, working with communities as they grow and thrive, helping businesses and families to reach their financial goals. In communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, your neighborhood is our neighborhood. We can help you reach your financial goals. To learn about products like Check Free, our super secure service that saves you time and money and makes it easy to pay your bills online, visit standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
If you're in the mood for some of the finest barbecue in the Southland, then Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights is the place for you and your family. Whether it's ribs, chicken, brisket, pulled pork, or any other barbecue favorites, Bona Pit serves up a flavor explosion in a championship form. We also offer steaks, seafood, sandwiches, a mouth-watering nachos platter, and salads in a casual atmosphere, with the option of either dining inside or on our heated patio. Watch the big game in our full-service bar, or call ahead for pickup. Bona Pit in Palos Heights. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you're just joining us, we are at Bona Pit Grill and Char House in Palos Heights, about 122nd and Harlem Avenue, home of the greatest barbecue in the Southland. And our guest, Dominic Pasolano, Shepherd football coach, and a proud 1996 graduate of Providence Catholic, who is still alive. They're playing Lincoln East Friday. But Dom has done such a fantastic job. Usually, we award someone with the Bona Pit Grill and Char House Coach of the Week, Dom, and you did a great job. You won a first-round game, first time in 21 years at Shepherd. But this is almost like a culmination of 4 years, because you started your career off. You're a young pup, man. 4 straight years guiding the Astros to the playoffs. So take the little woman out, and you guys have a gift card compliments of Bona Pit. Enjoy it, okay?
You're setting me up. You're taking care of me. Thanks. I appreciate it.
I'm taking care of you, all right? Yep. And you won a state championship at Providence, too, back in the day. 95, right? 95 you guys won it? Okay. Yeah. All right. One of the keys, obviously, we talked about the running game against Oak Forest on Friday. Devin Landfair stepped in last week, had a big game, 115 yards, a couple touchdowns, so he's going to be a key component for you against Oak Forest. Yeah, Devin's a kid he's a quiet kid, he's a hard worker, and I mean, he played both ways for us this year. He's a good defensive back for us too, so I mean, that's a kid, if something breaks down, the type of runner is, he could cut back, make things happen, slash, and find ways. And I mean, he ran hard last week, and we need him to step up and continue to step up, and I mean, keep playing like he did last week and the previous week. So great kid, hard worker, and don't expect anything different from him this week. So now let's say, in terms of moving the chains consistently against the Bengals, and obviously you have to have a few tricks up the old sleeve just in case, right? If the passing game and the running game's clogged up a little bit and haven't played them once, you got to have something up those sleeves, right? Just in case. Yeah, I mean, the thing it goes back to the kids that make big plays for us. Our quarterback, Jimmy McClinton, Londell Lee, kids like Devin, sophomore Kyle Dye, another kid, Armand Lansdowne. We need those guys to make plays, and then trick plays or whatever it is. I mean, those guys need to make plays for us and set our offense rolling and set us up there. And in terms of those two kids, I mean, Jimmy and Londell have been doing all year. Those guys are seniors. They've got to step up and lead the charge, right? I mean, we talk about it every week. I mean, throughout the whole season here, it comes down to you two guys. Jimmy managing the football team as a leader, as a captain, and the offense, and Lonnie making plays for us, and that's and throughout the games, where we've been like neck and neck with some teams, when Lonnie stepped up, whether it was in special teams or on defense with a pick or offensively, the thing busts open, and then our offense explodes, and there we go. So, and if this thing falls right, you guys win on Friday, you get another potential matchup, rematch against Richards. If Richards beats Lamont, that game's Saturday at 6 o'clock at Richards, you get a shot at Richards. So this whole rematch train will continue onward for you, man. You get another shot at those guys. Yeah, I mean, many people would look at those three linebackers. If I was a kid playing the three linebackers that Richards have, and I don't know if I'd want to face those guys again. Yeah, but I mean, you know what? Again, Lamont is a team that, I mean, if I was a defensive lineman, I don't know if I want to line up against that offensive line, but it's going to be a great game between the two. And I mean, we have a tough team, and we have a huge task ahead of us. So I mean, that's what we're focusing on right now. So all right, well, 4 years into this thing, Dom, you're 25 and 15 in your career, and like we mentioned, 4 straight years of qualifying for the playoffs. What do you think the key is to elevating the program even further, and advancing deeper into the postseason? What do you think? I think, continue to improve our numbers, increase our numbers, retain kids. The more 4-year players we have, if we could get, we always say if we get 18 to 20 senior kids that are 4-year players, keep improving on that. We'll continue to take steps and improve as a program, improve keep bringing in the type of quality kids that we have in our program.
I mean, I said this, you know, we have 48 kids right now on our varsity team.
Yeah, good numbers.
And we got 48 leaders. I mean, they're kids, there's not one kid that, you know, has let anybody down. You know, they worked hard, they dedicated themselves in the weight room in the off season, and just continuing to do that and build on that. And, you know, you see the mentality changing and the culture changing, so just keep building on what we're doing there.
And what I tell people in the area too, man, I mean, you hear in all District 218, Richards, Eisenhower, and Shepherd, you know, if you're a parent, walk the halls. It's a great school. Excellent education, you know, state-of-the-art facilities, and just give it a chance, right?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I've been around different schools, and I mean, Shepherd's a great place. I mean, you look at the facilities we have, and then on top of it, the academics. I mean, the teachers that we have in the building there, and the expectations of our teachers. I mean, your kid's going to get a great education, and then, I mean, and I tell parents this too. One, you're going to get discipline for free. I mean, we'll gladly give your kid discipline in our program. And then two, if I didn't like the place, I wouldn't teach or work there. I'd go find another job.
Exactly.
I mean, this is a place I enjoy going to every day. And I mean, like I said, the faculty. I mean, the administrators we have are old school type administrators where you shake their hand, you have they give you your word, you got their word, you don't have to worry about anything. Yeah. So everybody puts the kids first, and that's what's great about 218. You know, so
the whole family, District 218 family. Okay, and finally, Dom, some people thought you were a little crazy for doing this. I supported you in this. You played Brother Rice the first week of the season. You had a 2-year contract with him, so you're going to host Brother Rice next year. You took it on the chin a little bit, but what's the reasoning behind playing Rice?
You know, I mean, you look at it, and here we were in 3 years. We were 1-0. You know, we went 1-0, and I mean, there were lopsided, games, and I mean, they were tough opponents. Obviously, St. Rita. I mean, you play St. Rita in Geneva at the time. But so you're like, you know what, our kids need to experience that type of atmosphere, and on top of it too, it creates an excitement in the building, and excitement in the community.
Start the season off with a big game.
Yeah, and then on top of it, the kids in the neighborhoods are like, wow, Shepherd's stepping it up and playing Brother Rice. I mean, they're not just going out playing Little Sisters of the Poor.
Right.
So it brings, see, that's a loaded comment right there. Yeah. But anyway, you know what? On top of it, it brings excitement. It gets kids want to play in front of a crowd. Kids want to see, and let's be honest too, and this is nothing, kids want to see their names in the paper, and kids want to see, an excitement about what they're going to do. I mean, look at it now. I mean, 25 days in the summer, 25 days of the summer where these kids sacrifice something, where they could go to the beach and on Lakeshore Drive there and hang out. And here they are, they're in the weight room, or they're listening to some coach yell at them and put them through hell. They need something at the end of that. They need an incentive. And I mean, it's always going to be worth it. We want to have one of those games that's, something like Brother Rice, or some sort of, team that's maybe the top team in 6A. That's, they're going to travel somewhere and remember this and have a memorable experience. So
exactly. No,
don't
I
ever
applaud
regret
you for it, man.
Yeah.
I think it's a great move. Great move, man. All right, well, Dom, thanks a lot, my man, for coming on board again.
Appreciate it.
Good luck Friday against the Bengals. I'll be there, man. I'll be there, all right?
Looking forward to it.
All right, folks, we are going to go to an athletic timeout. When we return, I'll talk about players of the week. We know who the coach of the week is already. And remember, a Vital Need textbook question of the week sponsored by Standard Bank. Chance to win $50. And it's going to be a Shepherd flavor to this one, okay? So stay tuned.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
Are you interested in bringing the most effective form of advertising to your small business? Introducing A Vital Need Marketing, bringing your business text marketing. Your business, your offers can be in front of your customers at a moment's notice. The most powerful way to communicate with your customers is text messaging.
To discuss this new, affordable way to reach your customers, call 630-205-7351 or go to avitalneed.com.
Looking for a lunch you won't soon forget? Check out the new Beggar's Lunch Buffet. Of course you'll find the great thin crust, stuffed crust, and deep dish Beggar's pizza you love, but our buffet goes even further. We have soups, salads, Italian beef, Italian sausage, pasta, and chicken. And don't forget about Beggar's famous cookie pizza for dessert. For only $7.95, it's an incredible deal. From 11 until 2, Monday through Friday, this is a can't-miss lunch that has something for everyone. So get to a Beggar's near you today.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Again, I'd like to thank Shepherd football coach Dominic Pasolano for being our guest. Okay, folks, like I mentioned in the opening, Bona Pit Grill in Charleston, Palos Heights, the absolute best barbecue in the Southland. Let your eyes feast on this, okay? You got the barbecue ribs and chicken combo, some sweet corn, just an unbelievable platter here, okay? Move on over here. You want a little bit of a healthy eating option? You got a little bit of the smokehouse salad, some Granny Smith apples, some nice smoked chicken. Look at that. Now that's some good stuff right there. Then if you got that hearty appetite, you just want to go with a little sandwich option, you got the beef brisket, some coleslaw, some outstanding fries. Everything made fresh the day you dine. None of this stuff's hanging around, for 2 days. This is fresh. Bona Pit open from 11 a.m. till 10 o'clock, 6 days a week. Sundays they're open till 9. For you adults, full service bar, plenty of specials to be had. Nice TV, nice bar area, a lot of room in the dining room. They do some catering events, parties if you want to get, team parties, come on over to Bona Pit. They'll set you up over here, all kinds of options. And if barbecue isn't your thing, they still have some things for you. If you're a non-barbecue lover, they've got some steaks and things like that. So a lot of options here. So come on board, bring the family, tell them you've seen you on the Coach's Corner Show. All right, folks. Let's get to some results. First off, though, get those cell phones ready. A vital need text poll question of the week, sponsored by Standard Bank. Answer correctly, win a $50 gift card. All right. Question this week is, who will score more touchdowns this Friday night? Okay, text A for Oak Forest, Tom Zale. B for Shepherd's, Londell Lee. All right, now text Beto to 69302. Texter number 4 with the correct response wins a $50 gift card. Remember, text Beto to 69302. Wait for the prompt. Text back A or B. All right, results from last week. Marist took it on the chin. Our preseason number 1 is out, one and done. They lose the Lions 34-28. For Lions, Jamari Burks, 2 touchdown receptions. Matthew Harris had a pick 6. For Marist, Ian Woodward, 32 of 54, 396 yards, a couple TDs, but 3 picks. Flynn Nagel, 11 catches, 162 yards and a TD. He's a sophomore. He'll be back for 2 more years. And Nick Wisher, big game as well. 11 catches, 146 yards. He'll be back as well. He's going to be a senior next year. Providence 44, Bradley 7 for Pravi. Brandon Price 18 carries, 78 yards, 3 TDs. David Kaminsky had touchdown runs of 5 and 15 yards. Jeff Cesario had a 26-yard fumble return for a touchdown for the Celtics, who are at Lincoln Way East Saturday, 7 o'clock. Big game. Lincoln Way East 47, Plainfield Central 22 for East. Justin Corbett 7 carries, 85 yards, couple scores. Tommy Fiesel 29-yard TD run. Mike Smiley an 85-yard pick 6, and Mo El Smalseri, an 81-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Shepherd 23, Perspectives Charters 7 for Shepherd. Devon Landfair 24 carries, 115 yards, couple scores. Jimmy McClinton was 14 of 20 for 121 yards. Londell Lee 7 catches, 79 yards for the Astros. Oak Forest 29, Hinsdale South nothing for Oak Forest. Tyler Oosterbowski 7 carries, 113 yards of TD. Ben Santiago 20 carries, 106 yards. Kyle Hollinger had a 30-yard TD run and a 12-yard TD reception, and Tommy Zale had a 29-yard TD run for Oak Forest, who is at Shepherd Friday night, 7 o'clock. Richards 36, Lincoln Way North 14 for North. Ryan Arthur hit Tyler Gaynor on a 37-yard TD pass. Julian Hilton had a 2-yard TD run. For Richards, Tommy Mister 20 carries, 195 yards, couple scores. To Kerry Carpenter, 87-yard touchdown reception, and Sean Chiaramonte a 28-yard field goal, for Richards, who hosts Lamont 6 o'clock Saturday. Mount Carmel 30, Brother Rice 9 for Rice. Matt Page 15 of 26, 154 yards. Brendan McGinley had 6 catches for 55 yards. Marcus Jones 17 carries, 93 yards for the Crusaders. For Mount Carmel, Jason Gasser 24-yard TD reception. Matt Domer 15 carries, 75 yards, and Donnie Buckus had a 1-yard TD run. And Evergreen Park in 4A defeated North Chicago 23-7 for EP. Jack Lyons 69-yard pick 6. Daquan Gatewood 34-yard pick 6. Mike Reuter had a 7-yard TD reception, and Brandon White was 5 of 13, 92 yards, and a TD for Evergreen Park, who plays Richmond Burton Saturday. I think that one's at 2:30. Okay, folks. Players of the Week, Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette. Player of the Week, Oak Forest Tyler Oosterbowski. 7 carries, 113 yards, and a TD to help the Bengals to a 29-0 win. Tyler gets a $25 gift card from Labriola Bakery Cafe in Oak Brook. And the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club Player of the Week, Stag volleyball player Jill Conrad, having an unbelievable year. She had 21 assists, 9 kills, and 8 service points to lead the Chargers to a 27-29, 25-23, 25-21 regional championship win over Marian Catholic. And we mentioned the Bona Pit Coach of the Week. That's Dominic Pasolano. Okay, folks, we're going to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout. Stay tuned for High and Tight.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in Oakbrook Promenade.
What teen doesn't want to be in style with the latest trends? What teen doesn't want the hottest cuts at an affordable price? It's time to get noticed with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where girls get a cut in style for just $27 and guys get a cut in style for just $17. Get the right look for the right price at the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club. Your style, perfect style. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon.
Since 1970, Standard Bank & Trust has been a landmark at the corner of 95th and Western. Now there's a new, state-of-the-art Standard Bank at the same convenient location and better equipped to serve your needs. So stop by and meet our friendly professional staff. They provide personalized service and a wide range of products to help both businesses and individuals reach their financial goals. In the Evergreen Park area and in communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, we're your neighborhood bank. Learn more at standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Okay, folks, High and Tight. What began as a 23-team playoff party locally has dissolved into a 12-team affair after one round. A lot of our local teams got flattened in the first round. Most surprising, though, like I mentioned before, Marist and Homewood Flossmoor losing to O'Fallon. Here's the thing, and people are giving me some grief. You know, Marist, your preseason #1. Hey, Lions was 5-4 going into this thing, but Lions was no ordinary round one opponent. They were 2-4 at one time. They regained their health. Quality program. Wouldn't surprise me one bit if they go down to O'Fallon and win. And Homewood Flossmoor, hey, again, same situation as Marist. O'Fallon, 7-2 team, not an ordinary team in the first round that you would open up against. HF will be back, guys. Their sophomore, freshman classes are unbelievable. All right, folks. Hope you enjoyed the show. Get out to Bona Pit Grill in Charles. Check it out. Have a great week.